Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya,
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 Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Badram Karne Vishrunuyama Devaha Badram Pashyemakshaviryajatraha Sthirairangai Sushtovagam Sastanobihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashravaha Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaha स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः अताश्वलायनो भगवन्तं परमेश्वरम् उपेत्य प्रत्युवाच अधीहि भगवन् ब्रह्मविद्यां वरिष्ठां सदा सद्भिः सेव्यमानां निगूढां ययातिदा सर्वपापं व्यपोह्य परात् परं पुरुषं याति विद्वान् तस्मै स होवाच पितामहश्च श्रद्धा भक्ति ध्यानयोगादवैः न कर्मणा न प्रजया धनेन त्यागेनैके अमृतत्वमानशुः तेन नाकं निहितं गुहायां विभ्राजते यतयो विशन्ति वेदान्तविज्ञानसुनिश्चितार्था सन्न्यासयोगात् यतयः शुद्धसत्त्वाः ते ब्रह्मलोकेषु परान्तकाले परामृतात् परिमुच्यन्ति सर्वे विविक्तदेशे च सुखासनस्थः शुचिः समग्रीव शिरः शरीरः हत्याश्रमस्थः सकलेन्द्रियाणि निरुद्य भक्त्या स्वगुरुं प्रणम्य हृत्पुण्डरीकं विरजं विशुद्धं विचिन्त्य मध्ये विशदं विशोकम् अचिन्त्यमव्यक्तमनन्तरूपं शिवं प्रशान्तम् अमृतं ब्रह्मयोनिं तदादिमध्यान्तविहीनमेकं विभुं चिदानन्दमरूपमद्भुतम्. Up to this sixth verse, it is the starting with the conversation, asking about what is that highest reality. That is the question raised by the student Ashwalaya. What is that? Adihi Bhagavan Brahmavidyam Varishtam, that highest truth. Sada Sadvihi Sevyamanam, that it is always worshipped by men of great knowledge. Nigudam, which is very much hidden. Yaya Achirat Sarva Papam Vapohya. Yaya, by Vidya, with that knowledge, a person quickly, Sarva Papam Vapohya, having given up all his sinful thoughts, Paratparam Purusham Yati, Vidwan Yati. A man of knowledge reaches the highest truth. As an answer to that, the teacher, Parameshti, Brahma himself, he said, Shraddha Bhakti Dhyana Yoga Avehi. Come to know that with faith, devotion and meditation. And this is not available through any other means. Na karmana, not by action, na prajaya, not by progeny and people, na dhanena, not by wealth, but tyagena keke, by tyagat, by the renunciation alone. Parena nakam nihitam guhayam viprajate yat yatayo vishanti. That great men who strive to reach there, reach or enter, which is the highest of the heavens, greater than the greatest joy, that's what they enter into. After having clearly understood Vedanta Vijnana Sunischita Arthaha, those who have determined the knowledge of the Vedanta very clearly, Sannyasa Yoga, and duly renouncing what is false and embracing what is true, that is Sannyasa and Yoga. Yataya Shuddha Sattvaha, those people whose mind have become pure. Te Brahmalokeshu Parantakale Paramratat Parimuchanti Sarve. They enter into the abode of Brahma, and there they get Videha Mukti or Krama Mukti. If the Brahmaloka is considered as a place, a physical place to go, then obviously after the physical body has been given up, because of their purified actions, they get the final knowledge there. If they have rejected the body I am idea here itself, Jivan Muktaha Bhavanti, Muktaha Bhavanti, they become realized here itself. And for that, what is the practice to be done? That is to be given. If the theory is given, there should be a practice also. Gurudev used to say, I'm sure you would have watched him saying. So you go with a particular peculiar pain on your back, and all sort of scan and everything is done, they could not determine what is the problem. So then the doctor says, I have a medicine for you, especially it is for this purpose only. And it is very, very powerful and it will cure you immediately. And so the patient is excited, where is it available? It's not available. If there is a medicine which can cure, but it's not available, then what is the point in talking about that? Similarly, it is given all this, extolled it so much, glorified it so much, that which is the highest, etc. How to go about it? If that is not given, the practice is not given, then the whole purpose is lost. So here, the Upanishad said, Vivikta deshe cha sukasanastaha. First to start with, one must seek solitude. Vivikta deshe. Then sukha asanastha, having the proper physical posture so that the body, mind, etc. are not disturbed. Shuchi samagreva shira shariraha. Shuchi, pure, clean, and he should stay in that meditation seat with his body erect. Idea is that one should not fall asleep, which naturally the body and the mind will resort to when you don't do anything. There was one person who every day Sunday he gives a lecture, not me, somebody else. And one day he got very enthusiastic, he went beyond time, more than an hour. And then at the end of it, when people came to tell him, so one person came and said, that talk that you gave was so refreshing. So the person who gave the talk was very, very happy. Is it? Yes. I never had such a sleep for a long time. That means you are not supposed to be sitting in meditation for sleep. You should not sleep, you slip into your own self. Suchi samagreva shira sharira. And that's why it said adhyashramastaha, staying at the last stage of one's evolution. Evolving oneself from the animalistic tendencies. Ati ashrama means antyashrama. Staha, staying in the final part of his evolution, meaning I'm done with all that I have to do as a human being, as a living being. I'm done with that. How many of us can say, I'm done? Kritakrityoham. Meaning I'm done what needs to be done. How many of you can say that? कुछ भी करना है, कल भी करना है, आज भी करना है, परसों भी करना है. To be done, to be done. So where can we say I'm done? Not with others, I'm done with you. Not like that. I'm done with myself. And that is the time when you can really meditate. Otherwise, there will be planning going on in the background of your mind. Okay, I'm sitting on meditation. After meditation, I have to have a coffee. Then meditation will be only coffee only. What you need to do afterwards, if you're sitting and thinking, then it's not meditation. That's why I give that acronym, right? Mind engaged deeply in total awareness, transcending its own nature. Meditation. Mind engaging deeply in total awareness, transcending its own nature. Its own nature is what? Constantly scheming and planning and thinking and worrying. That nature of it, it has to overcome. And deeply in total awareness. The complete homogeneous presence which I am. So therefore, vivikta deshe ja sukasanastaha shutis samagreva shirashariraha atyashramasta sakalendriyani niruddhya. Having thus controlled all the usual tendencies of the sense organs to go out, seeing, hearing, etc., that needs to be under control, mastery over that. Then Swagarum Bhaktya Pranamya, Bhaktya Pranamya. Having saluted one's own guide, spiritual guide with reverence and devotion, then what you should do? Having thus prostrated to him, then Pundarikam Virajam Vishuddham, meditate upon that lotus of the heart, Virajam with no extrovertedness, Vishuddham pure, Vishadam which is lighting up within, with beyond all griefs, Vishokam. Then what is to be thought of? Achintyam. This is where the abstractness stands. You think about that which cannot be thought of. You know, Zen Buddhism is also of the similar kind, similar to Vedanta, which they talk about very abstract things. Think of your face before you are born. Hear the sound of a one-hand clap. How will you listen to this? How will you listen to the one-hand clap? So that means mind has to stop. Mind should not engage in continuing on repetition of certain things or bringing the past thoughts into it. So you have heard a clap with two hands. Think of or hear the sound of a one-hand clap. Cannot think. Just stop there. So the mind has reached that abstractness. Doesn't mean, I explained to you in the last class also, I think the second session I explained it a little better. I myself know that. When I am not talking to you now, when I stop talking, what will you hear? Nobody is saying anything. Can you hear silence? Can you hear? No. You listen? When I stop talking, what do you do? What do you hear? I won't hear anything. But are you not hearing? So silence is that which you know that it is absence of sound, but it is not something to be heard. It is to be aware of. If all the objects in this hall are removed, what do you see? Now you have become intelligent. No, tell me. Do you see emptiness? You see absence because it is a past. The objects were there, now they are not there. Whatever you are looking at is the absence of thing which you have seen before, but what do you see right now? Forget about what you have seen before. Somebody would say space. Can you see space? Similarly, when the thoughts end, what do you think? Achintyam. There is no other way to put this. So in the form of not what is not there, achintyam, avyaktam, arupam. See? So it is put in the negative form. It does not mean it has its own nature. It has its own nature. But that is so abstract. So from what we know to the unknown. From the known to the unknown is a travel because that is not unknowable. It is not unknowable. But presently we are in the realm of the known, realm of thoughts. So what is not thought, we never thought of. We never thought about it. If at all we have attempted to think about what is not a thought, we slept. So in meditation, one is not supposed to sleep. And therefore, attempt to think is unthinkable. Attempt to see the space. Attempt to hear the sound. Attempt to hear the silence. So here achintyam, avyaktam, anantam, endless. Arupam, Shivam, prashantam, amrutam, brahmayom. That is the nature of Shiva. The one who is representing what is unknown but not unknowable. Achintyam avyaktam anantarupam Shivam prashantam, peaceful, amrutam, brahmayonim, the very source, very womb of the whole creation. Tata adi madhyantam vihinam ekam. Adi madhyanta vihinam. There is no beginning, middle and end. Because it was there even before beginning of everything. Just like the silence is there before the sound has come. The space was there before the objects have come. Awareness was there or is there before the thoughts have come. Do you mean to say when you wake up in the morning, you have the first thought, I woke up, I has come. But before that, what was there? There was no thought. So you look at what was there before I woke up with the thought. No thought. So you were not there? I was there, but no thought. What was that condition? That's why I said it is like hearing the sound of a one-hand clap. You cannot think, but it is not there. Tada adi madhyanta vihinam ekam, vibhum, all pervading. Chidanandam arupam adbhutam, of the nature of pure consciousness which is blissful. Chidanandam arupam adbhutam, wonder. It is a wonder because what is wonder? Where the intellect stops comprehending it. Jaw dropping. Idi charadi, idi ascharya. Adbhutam. So that is the way to think or to not to think, to engage in meditation. But then somebody would say, let us start from where we are. You are talking about something which is very, very abstract. All right. So Upanishad says, let us come to your level. Let us see. Now, to think of something which is unthinkable, unmanifest, imperceptible, is where the mind need to reach. The whole attempt is to reach there. As I gave the example last time, the flight that is taking off from the runway, it is picking up a momentum. And it is picking up a momentum from the floor to be departed from the floor. To go up in the sky, it has to take the support of the floor first. In the same way, for us to, at the present moment, we are so connected to our body, so identified with our physical presence, and so it is hard to let go of anything related to the gross world. See, this question was raised by Arjuna in Gita also. In 12th chapter, in the beginning, he says, Evam satata yuktaye. In this way, people who are thinking about you abstractly, bhaktaha tvam pariupasate, echa pyaksharam avyaktam, tesham ke yoga vittamaha. I want to know the difference between those two people who, on the one hand, thinking about the abstract nature of you, on the other hand, they are thinking about you as the universal presence, the entire universe itself. Evam sadata yuktaye bhaktastam paryupasate yecha api aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. Who are the best? What do you think Krishna would say? Will he ever give a straight answer, you think? Give me this or that. I'll make you think. He will not say this and not this. He says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Maya Veshya Mano Yemam Nityayukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayo Vedaha Tesha Te Ne Yukta Tamam Mataha. Whether you are worshipping an abstract nature of the self or it is with a form, it doesn't matter. Maya Aveshita Cheta. They are those who are able to think Shraddhaya Paraya Upetaha. Those who have faith in whatever they do. If they are able to meditate on the abstract, they are also best. If they are with the same amount of faith able to meditate upon the form, they are also best. What is important is, do you have faith or not? That's why earlier also he said, what is how to reach there? Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana Yoga. Maya Veshida Chetaha. Nityayukta Upasade. Those who are ever engaged in this. Shraddhaya Parayo Vedaha Teme Yukta Tamamana. But at the same time, he brings the point that to start meditating upon the abstract nature of the self without any support is very difficult if you are identified with your body. Kleshaha adhikataras tesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatihi dukkham dehavadbihi avapyate. Dehavadbihi, those who are identified with the body. Body includes at the subtle level the mind and it. Those who identified oneself as Bommai, not Bommai, BMI. In Tamil, Bommai means this form. Toy. Those who identified themselves as this gross personality, for them, kleshaha adhikatara. Difficult indeed. Tesham. For what? Avyakta asakta chetasam. To think about the avyakta, unmanifest. Avyakta hi gatihi dukkham. Difficult. Dehavadbihi dukkham avapyate. Difficult. So therefore the Upanishad here says, let us begin meditation with the form. Sri Swami Vivekananda has said that you start your devotion with one form, then afterwards you elevate that into uniform, to everything. But that form is necessary for you to start the process. It's like a child trying to walk, you need support to start with. Afterwards it will start running. It doesn't need any support. Just like you try to learn cycling, you need the, training wheels afterwards. In the same way, in the beginning stages, we cannot directly take to the abstract level. And also the reason is when you try and you don't get it, you just get discouraged. It doesn't work. That means the teacher has to say, you start from where you are. Don't just jump into something else. So therefore here, in the next set of verses, it's about meditation on the form of Lord Shiva. The one who represents that absolute abstract nature of the self. Uma sahayam parameshwaram prabhum trilochanam neelakantam prashantam Dhyatva munirgacchati bhutayonim Samasta Sakshim Tamasa Parastat Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantam Prashantam Vyatva Munir Gacchati Bhutayonim Samasta Sakshim Tamasa Parastat. First thing is Uma Sahayam. If you understand Bhagavan Shiva as a Pauranic character, a person who has a physical existence, who was or who is a being who is blessing the world as the Lord, he has obviously under his control or as a support, so to say, not under control, as a support, the Maya Prakriti. In the Sankhyan philosophical terms, it is called Purusha and Prakriti, or in scientific terms, spirit and matter. We are a combination of spirit and matter, no doubt about that. Otherwise, you would not be alive. The pillar that is there next to you, or where you are leaning onto, or the wall, that is matter. It does not have life in it. One person got very injured, so he came inside the ashram, Ramesh. He said, what happened? You see, the road, there is a pillar there, I mean, there is a lamp post, yes. You see that? Yes, I didn't see it. That's only So, if it had been alive, it would have moved. It doesn't have a life, therefore you go in it. No, but you and I are not matter alone. We are no doubt. We also sometimes look like Jada only, but we have life, whether you like it or not. So the spirit, the life, is infused as though into that very matter, or matter has though it's covering as an enveloping into that life form, life. So we are essentially a combination of Purusha and Prakriti. That's why it is beautifully portrayed as Ardhanarishwara. Bhagavan Shiva is worshipped as Ardha, half, Nari and Ishwara. So therefore here it is considered the way to meditate upon the Lord is Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram. Purusha Prakriti together. If it had been only life, you would not even see it. Have you ever seen life? L-I-F-E? Not white. Life. Seen. You cannot. It is only an expression of it you can see. You cannot see life as is. The expression in it is there. Yes, like a power. You cannot see power, but the expression you can see. Similarly, we are an expression of that very living presence, and it is expressing through the matter. And therefore, you do not have a doubt whether I am alive or not. So, Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram. The Lord, along with Prakriti, Maya. Maya to Prakritim Vitti, Mayinam to Maheshwaram. Maya is the Prakriti, and Mayinam, one who has the Maya, is Parameshwaram. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram. Prabhu. Prabhu here means one who is having the lordship. The very nature of the Lord who has the Maya with his as his power is the one who has the ability to use the power. Just like I can speak, and the speech is my ability and I use it. I am the Prabhu of my speech, so to say. So he, the one who is the master, Lord, of what? Of his Maya. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantam Prashantam. Hinduism or any religion for that matter cannot proceed on without symbolism. No religion can proceed. It is hard for the great philosophers or the saints to communicate the highest truth without the help of symbols. In even today's world, if you are wearing this, what is that? What do you wear here? Suffering, right? Some ring you wear to tell people that I am married. And you remind yourself also, I am. So that's a symbol. Whether you like it or not, it's a symbol. Every company has got an icon. What do you call that? Brand. Or what is it? Logo. So what is a logo? But the moment you see a green round thing with the face of a queen, Starbucks. Now you don't need to write Starbucks there. Then the yum. The children get excited. The thing, they don't even know how to read McDonald's, but yes, immediately they know what it means. So religion also wanting to explain or communicate to the people about the highest, need to have a symbol to represent them. A Christ on the cross. What does it mean? Somebody is hanging there? No. Sacrifice, love, compassion, forgiveness, tolerance. So you see that very symbol there. So in every religion you cannot help but, and even if the Christ is not the one cross only, what does it mean? Not just the one would be like only. What is that? It represents something. So Gurudev writes here, every idol represents some ideal. And if you do not remember the ideal, it is idle. Then it is useless for you. You look at it, nothing comes to your mind. An idol, a form, must represent some ideal. And if the ideal is forgotten, then you become fanatic. Any form can represent the ideal. It need not be the only one form. So here, Umasahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam. Having three eyes, they have thought about 3D long time back. We are number to 4D and 5D, whatnot. 3-dimension. 2-dimension, see, with 2 eyes we can see the world. But what is beyond the time and space conception is the third eye, Jnana Chakshu. The eye of wisdom, which is there present in us, not physically, but it is something hidden, and when that is opened up, our perception will change. That's what the Guru's role is. Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuhu Unmilitam. What eyes is opening up? The eye of knowledge. Trilochanam therefore means with the eye of knowledge he burns desires. Kama Dahana. The one who destroyed the kama, the desire which obstructs their vision of wisdom. So, Trilochanam literally means one who has 3 eyes. It says Soma Surya Agni Lochana. One who has Soma, moon, Surya, fire, sun, and Agni, fire. But that is in the Puranic representation of the Lord, but in the philosophical point of view, it is the eye of knowledge. It is like when the children go to school and learn, they are actually slowly opening the eye of knowledge on the worldly level. They can see things in a different way, especially when they become permanent in damage, called PhD. So they cannot see anything normally. They only see the way they have done the PhD. Any conversation you take, they'll come back to that. So when the eye of wisdom is opened, the eye of the highest knowledge, then the perception will completely change. Neelakantham. Neelakantham literally means blue neck. Here, blue neck does not mean, I think, painted blue. Or a blue collar worker. No, it's not a blue collar or blue neck here. What it means is, yes, the story says that he, the one who, for the sake of the people, he devoured the poison. Which means that he is capable of taking anybody's problem and solve that. Bhole Baba. So the one who is representing, that he is solving, he dissolves the problem of the people. So that is represented by blue neck there. So there is again a symbolism there. Uma sahayam prakriti sahitam parameshwaram parum ishvaraha trilochanam jnana chakshusha trilochanah. Third eye is jnana chakshu. Neelakantam prashantam, ever peaceful, prashant, ever rest, not in Everest. Everest. Everest means restful in himself. Having no more intention to be part of the world to gain anything. As I said, who can be the one who really can sit down quietly in meditation? One who has come to this conclusion, I am done. I kuch nahi karne ka. With the mind no more involved in planning and scheming and thinking and worrying, and there's no more that. Prashant. Prashamanam is to quieten. Prashanta, quietened. Umasahayam parameshwaram prabhum trilochanam neelakantam prashantam. Munihi dhyatva. A person who is thus contemplating on this with the correct understanding about the ideals the idol represents. Munihi dhyatva, having meditated, gacchati, he goes. Where? Bhutayonim gacchati. He goes to the very source of the universe. Earlier the word was given Brahmayoni. Here he is given the Bhutayoni. Bhuta means the entire creation. The very source of creation, not the creator creation. Bhuta means that which has become. The whole world has come to manifest, and what is the very source of manifestation? As Ramana Maharshi would say, put it in a very philosophical way, we have thoughts, but have we thought about what is the source of thought? Vrittayastvaham vrittimashritaha vrittayo mano vidyaham manah. Vrittayaha, thoughts, to aham vrittim ashritaha. All the thoughts are centered upon the thought of I. Every one of our thought is focused on or stemming forth from the thought of I. Any thought you take that happens in your mind, you say, whatever you come to comprehend, it will have I as the main point, subject matter. I see, I hear, I taste, I smell, I touch, I walk, I don't like, I want, I don't want. Yo. I. It is I which is the center of all thoughts. So what is this? What is the center of all thoughts? Vrittayaha tu aham vrittim ashritaha. All thoughts are focused on I, or they are supported by I thought. This is something which you have to think. Not I thought. I thought. Therefore, if thoughts are centered on I, mind is thought, mind is nothing but thought flow, and thought flow is focused on or supported by I thought, what is mind? I. If you go to a sweet shop and all of them are made of sugar, sweet is equal to sugar, right? Any sweet you take, it becomes sugar only. In the same way, mind is a name you give to thought flow, and every thought is supported by I, and therefore mind equal to I. Mathematically. Vrittayastu aham vrittimashritaha, vrittayaha mana, vidya aham mana. Vrittayaha mana, thoughts are mind, mind equal to I. Because everything is supported by I. So I is there, mind is there. So the I presently is what I experience as a thought. This is experienced by me as a thought, all of us. As soon as you wake up, first thing that comes to your mind is I. I woke up. Right? I woke up. Who? I. Which I? Now, presently the I is the body awareness. Because that's what you come to comprehend. Why did I not cover myself? It's so cold. Until then, you never had that feeling of being cold. Yesterday also I was telling one person was sleeping very deeply. At around 12:30, phone rang. Yes. So his neighbor called him. Your dog is barking. Did you hear that? He kept quiet. After an hour and a half, around 2 o'clock, he called him back and said, it's not my dog. Until then he wanted him to suffer. You woke me up at 12:30. I will not answer that immediately. If you are deeper in sleep, you won't hear. Even if the dog is next door, you won't hear. Why? Awareness of yourself as the body or the mind or intellect is not there. When the first thought comes, as soon as you wake up, the awareness starts enveloping the entire thing. Sometimes you wake up with a agitated something. Thank God that lion which was chasing me in the dream. You look, but he is sleeping next to me. How is that even part of my dream anyway? You may be a thought that is actually waking you up. So the I, with the thought of I when you wake up, it is immediately identified with the individual personality I am. But that I, before it gets identified with the body, mind or intellect, what is it? Without the awareness of the body, mind and intellect, what is it? Pure awareness. Idamaham pada vikyamanvaham ahamilinake pyalaya sattaya ahaminashabha jahamaham taya spuradihrit swayam paramapurnasat. If you that start questioning that I, the source of thought, the thought cannot be without this identification. Either thought is about the body or about some thought and emotions or feelings or something that just happened as an opinion, idea, insult, whatever it is. If all those associations are gone, what is the I there? There. Pure awareness. Ahamilinake pyalaya satyaya sparadigat swayam paramapurnasat. That is the Bhuta. That I which is behind the entire identifying I awarenesses, so to say. That pure I is the Bhuta. The very source of individual, presently experiencing as individual I, the very source is the pure I. Now we are poor, not pure, poor. We are not pure self, poor self. So, Dhyatva Munihi, understanding the Shiva representing that pure awareness, Munihi Gacchati. Where does he? Gacchati means he literally goes, but not goes. He realizes what? Bhuta Yonim. Yoni means womb, the source. Bhuta Yonim Gacchati. This goes to the source of that. And at the present moment also, this awareness that we are, each one of us is constantly witnessing the entire process, whether it is a thought that is, a feeling that is taking place in the mind, or a thought that is taking place in the intellect, or the perception of objects. This one who is witnessing is called Samasta Sakshi, the witness of everything. Samasta, Sarvasya, Sakshi, Sat Akshi. Even in a court of law, if you say this is a person witness in English, witness, when you say he must have seen himself or herself. Did you see the murderer? I think so. Then you are not. Did you see yourself? No, I heard. No. Did you see? Right? If you say I thought so, I believe so, then you are not a witness. And somebody told me, then you are not a witness. Then bring that somebody. So, Sakshi means what? Where a thing is happening and you are present there. Not absent, you are present. So, this awareness is present in. Where is it gone? Okay. So, the awareness is present where the happening is taking place. Whether it is the perception of the object is taking place, or feeling of the emotion is taking place, or thinking of thought is taking place, it is present, not participant. If it is participating, then it becomes a perceiver, or feeler, thinker. But it is only a witness. In his presence, it is happening. Samasta Sakshim. And therefore, even when the absence of all this is still present, in sleep, even in the absence, that's called tamaha. Tamas means darkness. Darkness, ignorance. In the state of ignorance called sleep, even as these are absent, he can never be absent. That awareness is present, knowing the absence. Tamasa parastat is beyond the darkness. So the symbol of Shiva is to represent that which is beyond the comprehension. But we take that as a take-off point. Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum Trilochanam Neelakantam Prashantam Dhyatva Munirgacchati Bhutayonim Samasta Sakshim Tamasa Parastat. These are all words, are the verses for meditation. Once you remember, memorize this, then it is not for just to repeat, but to focus. So, as earlier it is said, Achintyam, Avyaktam, Anantarupam, etc. is possible only when we have reached a point of knowing exactly what that Shiva is. But since our mind is usually gross, it is going in all different directions, to bring the mind's attention to one focus, we need some idol or a form to keep ourselves in line with thinking. Otherwise, the mind will still go to its usual fields of activities. So, an icon or idol or a form is... See, that is the reason why the one which is sitting in front of Shiva, always looking at him, Nandi. Nandati, Nandati, Nandati. Usually in a Shiva temple, when you go, nothing should be there between Nandi and the Shiva. Nothing should be there in the sense, The eye of Nandi should be looking at him and everything else is below. In our thing, we just keep it next to him, straight looking at him, nothing in between. He represents the Muni, the one who is contemplating continuously. Nothing else comes to his mind. And if you go to big temple like Tanjore, Brahadishwara temple, if you go, the Shivalinga is huge, Nandi is equally huge. You don't have a total little one and then shoes. Then where does he look? In between people walking around. So, if Shivalinga is big, then Nandi is equally big and looking at him straight. And nothing can be in between. So, he represents the Muni, the one who is constantly attending to that Lord's vision. Such a Muni gacchati dhyatva, dhyanam krutva gacchati. Bhuta yonim, as I said, see, you can go deeper into that, but Gurudeva's commentary is so beautiful, you should just, I hope you all have a book. Don't say that every Sunday Swamiji we bring after dusting. You should read during the week, please. So once you realize that here the icon of the form of the Shiva is taken only as a support, you realize he represents all gods, all forms. As I said in the previous session also, that the Hinduism monotheistic, philosophically monotheistic, practically it is polytheistic. In essence it is one, but in practice it is many. The manyness is because of the different calibers and qualities of the seekers. As per the quality of the seeker, so will be the form he or she will meditate on. But what is finally reached is the same one. You can go by car, you can go by bullock cart, you can go by flight, you can go by train, you can go by walking, but you reach it. If you put GPS, what does it say? I want to go there. How? It'll ask car, walking, bike, boat and all the walking, right? Now, so if you put walking, 22 hours to reach the point. You say, no, bike, 10 hours. By car, 2 hours. Now, what is the vehicle which you are using based upon the destination is the same. But what is the vehicle you are using? In the same way, any form of the Lord you may worship, but you know how intensely you worship, based upon that will be the reach. So therefore, in the next 2 verses he says, what you are going to reach is the highest, which is everything. Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sendraha, Sokshara Paramaswarat, Sayeva Vishnu Sapranaha, Sakalokni Sachandramaha, Sabrahma, Sashiva, Sendra, Sokshara, Paramaswarat, Sayeva Vishnu Sapranaha, Sakalo, Nisa Chandramaha. Few of them are mentioned here. It is not Brahma, it is Brahma. You see that? Not Brahman, the absolute, Brahma, the creator. He is Brahma, he is the Shiva. Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sa Indraha, the one who represents as the god of the heavens, the ruler of the heaven. Saha Aksharaha. Aksharaha, imperishable or immutable. Paramaswarat, supreme resplendence. Swarat. 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 Rat means Rajate. Shines. Swayam. Self-illuminating. Sabrahma, Sashiva, Sendra, Sokshara, Paramaswarat. Then Sayeva Vishnu. Vaishnavis will, what are you talking? Kya kare? The Upanishads have absolutely no this thing about it, no what you call, doubt about it. What are you worshipping? So that is Vishnu. So they won't accept. Why are you thinking of Vishnu? Vishnu is different. Straight, Sa Vishnu. Sa Prana. In your prana, the life breath that you have, that is He. Sa Prana. Sa Kala Agnihi. Prana representing life, Kala Agni representing end. Vishnu is representing sustaining power. The life breath, the Vishnu, the Vyapakatva, Sarva Vyapakatva, Vishnu, Sa Kala Agni. Kala means end. The end of time, the fire that ends everything. Sa Chandrama. Even that beautiful sun, moon that is shining. Yet Chandramasi yet Chagno Tattejo Viddhimamakam. Bhagavan also says that the very moon that is shining there, the beautiful brilliance, that is me. So there is no differences if you see in the Upanishad or Gita, they all talk about the same reality, but we make those differences and fight with each other. So that one who has thus meditated upon one form, as I said, reaches that which is every form. But when we are stuck with that idol alone, when we do not understand the ideal, we make all the differences. Your God, my God, his God, her God, my God. Bhagavan says, my God, what is this? I am only one. Why are you fighting? Sa Brahma, Sa Shiva, Sa Indra, Sa Akshara, Paramaswara, Sa Eva Vishnu. He is putting that Eva also, that only. We may have a difference of opinion. No, it is. Sa Prana, the very life force in each one of us, every living being that is breathing is representing that Shiva. If that breath is not there, you are Shava. It's just a matter. When he is there, Shiva. When not there, Shava. Prana Sakala Agni, the end, the final end of the world also emerges into him. Sat Chandrama. Agni is so hot, Chandrama is so cool, both. The fiery one which burns everything, the one which is cooling down everything, that is also. So this way, such a beautiful way. And then now, further explanation on how to understand awareness in our daily life. See, next session. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkhabhat Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.